Hey there my friends, welcome to my channel and to today's video. So I'm excited about today's video because I'm going to do a declutter. I've been thinking about this for a while now and I'm finally going to part ways with some palettes that I've been holding on to for various reasons. And I'm excited about it, sad, but it needs to be done. I'm not using these. That's the long and the short of it. I'm not using these. So yes, in case you're wondering, my fan is going. It is that time of year in the Central Valley in California where it's starting to get hot, and I'm 52 and I can't handle the heat. I just cannot handle the heat. I am a cold weather person. I prefer cold weather. So here we are. But welcome if you're new. Hello, my name is Amy. This is Dolly Mama Beauty. On this channel, I love to talk about eyeshadow palettes. First and foremost, that's my favorite thing to talk about. But I also enjoy talking about drugstore makeup, and I love creating content with makeup I already have in my collection without having to buy all the new stuff. Now, I don't get a lot of PR because here on the D&B channel, the Dolly Mama Beauty channel, we're a small but mighty crew, but we would like to grow. So I hope you guys will think about subscribing today. So if you're new, welcome here. We like to have fun on this channel. I like to do fun and creative ideas. I like to think outside the box. Sometimes that's what you have to do when you're a small channel. And so welcome. So if you're returning, happy to have you back. Happy to see you guys. We are going to get started. So make sure you like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Do all three of those. Free to you, doesn't cost you a dime. Join the D&B crew. We're a small but mighty crew, but like I said, we want to grow. Also, if you guys wouldn't mind, please watch this video all the way through. It does help with my watch time, helps other people see my channel, helps YouTube recommend my videos. And without further ado, we are going to get started. Okay, so before we do, I finally have tried my DD Signature Blooming Basket palette and I am obsessed. I knew I would love it and I do. Oh my God, it's the most beautiful. Oh my gosh, so far, best palette of the year so far. By hands down. I mean, if you didn't see my ranking video, ranking my palettes of the year, I'm just spoiling that for you right now. Oh my gosh, this was not a new palette this year, but it's new to me and I'm absolutely in love. I am so in love. Love this look, love this color story. I am obsessed. And not every palette I get do I feel this obsessed about. I am obsessed with this. This is so good. And I was going to buy that DD's palette today, that new one, and it's already sold out. And oh my God, I'm now like, DD Signature, why did I wait so long to try you? But this is my Blooming Basket palette. I was gonna film for you guys and get ready with me, but I would have had to hold my mirror and I am really struggling with the carpal tunnel, you guys. I mean, it's really getting to me and I really need to just try to film content that's easier for me to film. So today we're going to be doing a declutter. I'm excited, you guys. I have a soft spot for some of these palettes. Some of them I don't really have an attachment to, but to be honest with you, like, I'm looking at my collection and I'm looking at what I tend to reach for versus what I don't. And these, for one reason or another, are just palettes that I just know I'm not going to use. So the first one I have to talk about is special for one reason only. The quality is atrocious. But I love this IP and I love this character. So this is the Shrek and Revolution collection and this is the Donkey palette. Okay, I'm obsessed with Donkey from Shrek. I can do Donkey's voice. I'm not going to do it, but I can do it and I love Donkey. I will never forget when I saw the first Shrek movie, when he runs into Shrek's place for the first time and he says he's going to make waffles. I've loved that moment ever since and I have loved Donkey. This palette though, love the colors. It is so bad. It is so bad. Revolution is kind of turning things around a little bit. I don't think they've ever really had a good eyeshadow formula, at least from my personal opinion. So bad. Like, I wish this worked because I really, really love like dusty purples mixed with browns. I mean, that's like kind of my favorite color combination. Everybody has one. Mine is the purple and brown. I don't know what it is about purple and brown, but for some reason, I love me some purple and brown. So there is that. This is the Shrek and Revolution. I got this at TJ Maxx. I need to stop going to TJ Maxx. I really, really do. I rarely find things that I like, at least in the eyeshadow space. I'm starting to like actually go to TJ Maxx for other things. This is bad. I have to let it go. Okay, now this is going to be a sad, sad day for ABH because I just do not use my ABH palettes. I did decide to keep 3 of the 7 that I have, but I'm going to get rid of 4 of them. This palette, the quality is still really, really good. I don't use these though. I mean, I just don't use them. I debated getting rid of the Master Palette by Mario, but the only reason I'm keeping it is because of a sentimental reason. My coworker George gave that to me as a birthday gift, and he was like my work dad, and I will never get rid of that one for that reason. This was my first one, Modern Renaissance. I mean, this was when I was first getting into makeup. Still works just fine. It's so old. It's probably the oldest palette I own in my collection right now, but I don't use it. I just don't use it. I don't use it. Same token, I do not use my Norvina palette. I haven't for a long time. Love the colors in here. I think it's absolutely beautiful, but for some reason I just don't reach for these palettes. This one I really, really like, and I remember when I got the Norvina, it was between getting the Norvina and the Soft Glam, and I don't think I've ever used the Soft Glam. I literally have never used it. I have used it. These shimmers in here were so fragile, like I had to repress them a million times. I really like this one. I do not use it. I just do not use it. And then I thought about keeping this one, but this is the Jackie Ina palette with ABH, and I don't use this either. I love some of the shades in here. I don't use it. I just don't use it. I can't justify holding on to something I know I'm just not going to use, and I'm just keeping because it's good. I mean, I know a lot of people are just like, whoa, you're getting rid of the Jackie Ina palette. I know. You guys, I don't know. I don't know. Now, there might be, my bestie might be getting a little bit angry with me because there are a few palettes that she gifted me out of her collection that she said if I didn't like them, I could give them away. And I said, okay. She goes, anything you don't like, you can declutter. And I said, okay, that's fine. So the 2 that I want to talk about first are these from Menagerie, the Paws and the Claws. I don't know why, but for some reason these are different quality than my other Menagerie palettes. I'm like, my favorite Menagerie palette of all time is the Indigo Ink. It is beyond good, like so good. Like the eyeshadows are so soft, blendable, really pigmented. I don't like these ones, and I don't know why. I want to like them. I'm not a cat person, so that right there doesn't really give me any reason to keep these, but they're really cute. I mean, let me show you. This is the Claws. This one reminds me of a palette. Another palette I'm going to declutter. This one is the Claws. This one I thought I would like more, but I actually like the Paws more. So here's the Claws. The quality, I think about the quality is not good. I don't know. Something about the quality is off with these, so I'm just going to let them go. This is the Paws. This is the bright one with the pop of brown, like bright with the pop of brown. I thought I was going to like these. I swatched this a little while ago, and I just thought to myself, these kind of are, they're just not good. And so I just decided I'm going to let them go. So the Paws and Claws. Same token, okay, I really was excited to get these when Kayla gave them to me. They are the Disney Princess palettes. So this is the designer collection, Disney designer collection. This one is just very, very pink. Lots of different formulas in here. It's a neutral palette. It's nothing to write home about. I thought that I would keep it. I thought that I really would love to have this. And it's okay, but I don't use it. By the same token, I thought that I was going to love the Midnight Masquerade, and so here's the Midnight Masquerade. This has a couple of pressed glitters in it, which is a huge no-go for me. I do like the tones of the mattes on the bottom, but again, I don't use it. So there's that. So let's talk about another Disney palette that was from this brand called, is it Taste Beauty? Yeah, Taste Beauty. I really love Lilo and Stitch. I am not going to see the live action Lilo and Stitch. I refuse. I think that's an abomination. Any live action Disney movie, my child, Delilah loves the Disney live action movies. I think they're all bad. I told her though, under no circumstances are we seeing Snow White. She's like, okay, mommy, okay. But this little Stitch palette from Taste Beauty, I thought I was going to really like this. And I do like the color story, but I'm not going to use this. Another TJ Maxx purchase, and this is why I got to stay away from TJ Maxx. I really just don't, I don't see why I keep doing this to myself, and so I'm going to just stop doing this to myself. Bottom line. So there's that. So let us talk about a palette I really don't like thinking about getting rid of, because this packaging is like my favorite packaging of all time. But the palette inside, I do not use it. It's my least favorite of my Glamlight horror palettes. This is the Friday the 13th Camp Crystal Lake palette. I love this packaging. I mean, because it reminds me of a VHS tape. But I swear to God, when I tell you, like, I just do not like this palette. I haven't ever liked this palette. And I've always maintained that I would use it at some point, and I just have never used it. So I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. And it breaks my heart because, truthfully, to be honest with you, like, I love this packaging so much. I debated keeping it just for the packaging, but that is not a good reason to keep something. If you're not using it, it's not a good reason to keep something. So the next palette I want to talk about is this palette from Beauty Bay. Now, I really, really want to like this, and I want to keep it because the quality is really, really decent, but I don't use it. This is the Dark Fantasy palette. I only have, other than this Beauty Bay palette, is the little Disney collab palettes. For some reason, okay, I have a tendency to do this to myself too. I tend to buy palettes that have really dark color stories, that don't have enough light shades for me, that don't offer me what I want in a palette, and I just think I'm going to use it, and then I end up not using it. I really like Beauty Bay. I love the little Disney palettes that I have and that I do use, but this, I just don't use it. So it's time to say sayonara. So I'm going to save a whole brand for last, because it's kind of a sad situation. But I have to do it because, I mean, really at the end of the day, I'm just not using them anymore. So this is from Kayla as well. This is the Jaclyn palette. I think this is the Mom palette, or is the Luxe Legacy. Is that what this is called? Jaclyn Hill. The quality of these shades is actually really, 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 really good. Really, really good. But Jaclyn is no longer doing her business. I've never really cared for her. So I'm just going to let this go. I think that what I like about these shimmers is these shimmers are just really basic, beautiful, just plain shimmers. I do like palettes that have that, but for me, this is a nice palette, but I just don't use it, so I'm just going to go ahead and let it go. Now this one kind of makes me sad as well, because I actually got this palette when I went to the Creator and Friends Christmas party 2 years ago. So it'll be 2 years ago this Christmas, and I actually won 2 palettes, one of which I'm keeping and the other of which I'm not. And this is the Love's Journey from Sydney Grace. I really like Sydney Grace. Probably the best formula I've ever tried, to be very frank with you. And I do love, one thing I definitely love about Sydney Grace is her shimmer formula. Beautiful shimmer formula. Try watch out for that cord. It's this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shimmer formula. So stunning and beautiful. This neutral palette, it's just too neutral for my liking. What I like about the Heaven on Earth palette is it's got some undertones. It's got some more grungy undertones, some green undertones. And it's much more my speed. And I like it more than the Love's Journey. And I did like this for a time, but for the quality, but I don't use it. So I'm just going to say it's time. And so there goes Love's Journey. Last but definitely not least, I'm slowly whittling down my Juvia's Place collection. I really do not use this brand anymore. There are a couple of palettes I just absolutely will not get rid of, namely my Bronze Rustic, my Blushed Rose palette, my Tribe palette, and my Nomad palette. I think those are the last men standing, but I'm getting rid of the rest of them because I just do not use these at all. And it makes me so sad because I used to love this brand. But here's the Douce palette. It's gotta go. I mean, I think I kept saying I'm going to use these for highlighters and I'm going to use these for blush, and I just never do. I never ever do. And that's kind of why I've kept my Juvia's Place palettes, just because they're kind of multi-use palettes, but I've never liked these two shades. And her formula, she's never improved the formula. It's just always, the mattes have always just been very pigmented, but kind of dry and hard to blend. So we're going to say goodbye. This one I debated, but I ultimately decided that I'm going to get rid of the Nubian 3 Coral. I really like this one. It's so pretty. It's very unique in my collection in terms of like these, you know, rusty browns and peaches mixed with the grays and silvers, but I don't use it. And then the last palette is going to be, and this is also kind of a sad one, because I will never forget that eyeshadows I used as blush series, but the quality of this is just not that good. So I'm going to let it go. This is the Culture palette. This is a large palette. So these shades, beautiful shades. I've heard good things about the second Culture palette, and I thought about getting it, but then I thought to myself, I'm like, no, why? Why would I do that? Because I really do not buy from this brand anymore. Not because they're a bad brand, but just because they don't do anything that excites me. I mean, there are other brands that are really releasing cool, good formulas. Dee Dee's, it's just getting better and better. And I only have this to judge it by, but everybody was saying she's improved the formula since then, and I'm just like, oh my God, if it's better than this, I don't even know what. But anyway, we're not talking about Dee Dee right now. We're talking about Juvia's Place. This palette is just too big. The shimmers, I do not like this shimmers in here. Some of the mattes are really good. They're very pigmented, but like I said, they're dry. There's not very much, you know, the texture is just kind of dry, chalky, not really my favorite. So there you go. Okay, you all. So what do you think of this declutter? This is just, you know, kind of a small declutter, but you know what, still a declutter. And for me, like, I still have my last declutters palettes in my closet, in my box. I still have to mail them. So maybe I'll just get a bigger box. But anyway, I just thought it's time. It's just time. And so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you made it all the way through to the end of this video, leave me a hockey mask. An old school hockey mask for Jason Voorhees. Guys, this one might get pulled out of the declutter bin. I doubt it. This was the hardest one for me to let go of. But anyway, make sure you leave me that hockey mask if you made it all the way to the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So if you did, make sure you like it. Please, please, please make sure you like it. So that is going to conclude today's video, and I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to say Borahae finger hearts at Purple You. You're awesome and amazing. I love you so much. You guys are the best. I'm so happy to have you here, being part of the D&B crew. It makes my life filled with joy, and it gives me lots of purpose in my life to just sit down, talk to you, share my love of makeup with you, and have you interact with me. Because you know what? I don't have a lot of friends that like makeup. I mean, I have a few, but it's nice to have you guys in my corner and supporting me. And so just know that I love you and I appreciate you. And I just want to encourage you to remember to be good to yourself, but also be good to others. You know, remember to treat others as you would like to be treated, and love others as Jesus has loved you. So with that, like I said, Borahae, I'm going to leave you with the blessing. I'm going to say, go in peace to love and serve the Lord. Amen, Jesus. And may the force be with you always. Okay, you guys. I will see you in my next video. Okay, TTFN. Bye.